Hello Buffs, my name is Joe Klecker. I'm a senior on the men's cross country and track teams, and I'll be graduating this spring with a major in biochemistry. Initially, when Jed told me I'd been chosen to give the closing remarks at this year's academic breakfast, I was a little bit shocked. I don't have a long string of 4.0s or a long list of majors and minors like many of you do. Initially, when I got to CU, I really struggled with school. I was not interested in my major and really only cared about my sport. I can say now that I chose CU primarily because of the NCAA champions and Olympians they've produced. My main goals when I got to campus the fall of 2015 were to make the varsity cross country team. Though I wouldn't end up making the team that fall, I began to see a lot of success on the track that spring. Having the fastest 5K in the nation among freshmen, I finished 6th at the Pac-12 championships and nearly missed the NCAA final. Though as I grew in my major, I withdrew from school. I had an alright fall earning just above a 3.0, but that spring with travel, racing, and disinterest in my major, I earned well below a 3.0. If I continued on this trend, I certainly would be ineligible in the following semesters. My sophomore year, I planned on switching majors out of biochemistry to something easier and hopefully with fewer labs. Returning back to campus after a great summer of training, I had goals to finish All-American for the first time. I remember the first day we were all back on campus. Coach Wetmore asked us what our goal was for being here. He called on a few people who gave answers such as winning a national title or a Pac-12 title, or even just getting your degree. All of these were wrong answers, to which he replied, your goal for being here is so that when you graduate, you don't have to move home and live on your parents' couch. Essentially, that we were self-sustainable adults. This point stuck with me. Although I was running very well and certainly had goals to run professionally, I thought it was unwise to have all my eggs in that basket. Had I not improved like I thought I would or got injured, it would be very hard to sign a professional contract in a sport with very limited financial resources. I realized that I needed to find a path in my major that I was equally excited about as my sport. This path for me was dentistry. I realized, though, to have a competitive application, I needed to improve my grades and gain experience outside the classroom. Being a very goal-driven person, I decided to try and earn one semester of a 4.0 and reach out to a former professor to see if I could do research in his lab. Fortunately or unfortunately, it took me 5 more semesters to earn that 4.0, narrowly missing it every semester by 1 or 2 A-minuses, though this would only drive me to study more the following semester so I didn't miss it again. To my surprise, doubling down on my efforts in the classroom did not hinder my athletic performance at all. In my time at CU, I earned many All-American finishes, 2 runner-up NCAA finishes, school and state records, and can say that when I graduate, I won't have to move home to my parents' basement. I have a competitive dental school application that is ready to submit whenever my athletic career is over. As Buffs, we have the best of both worlds. We have incredible support in our sport, from amazing nutrition, amazing facilities, and great coaching, but also we have equally incredible support from the HERP staff to help us achieve whatever goals we have academically. Fortunately, I had this realization as a sophomore, but I encourage all of you student athletes to ask yourself, once you graduate, even if your sport doesn't work out like you hope it will, are you in a position that you won't have to move home and live with your parents? Did you use the resources you had here while you had them? Thank you. Go Buffs.